Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're diving into a source that, well, it might surprise you. It's a kid's story, actually, called The Chicken Who Threw a Spring Party.
Right. A charming little tale.
Exactly. But our mission here is to show how even, a whimsical story like this can be absolutely packed with some deep insights, practical lessons, really, about leadership, community, resilience, things that go way beyond just the farmyard.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it, how these simple narratives can work like metaphors. It's not really just about animals on a farm.
Right.
It hits on these universal themes, initiative, working together, how we adapt. We're trying to pull out the meaning from somewhere unexpected.
Find lessons where you might not think to look.
Precisely. Shows they're everywhere, really, if you've got the right lens to see them.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's start with the main character, Clara the chicken.
Mm.
The story tells us right away she's not just any chicken.
Definitely not.
It mentions her wearing a flower-crowned dandelions, I think. And get this, she clucks in 3 languages.
Yeah.
Now, these aren't just like cute details, are they?
Yeah.
What do you think those tell us about her style, even before the party planning starts?
That's a great question, because they're not just cute. I think they signal something about her being maybe authentic, a bit unconventional, perhaps. A leader who's comfortable being herself, which might make her more approachable, relatable, even while she's dreaming up this big event.
Okay.
Maybe those little quirks actually built some trust, some curiosity among the others on the farm, laid the groundwork,
For her big vision.
Exactly. And it was big, the greatest spring party the farm had ever seen. She even named it Spring-a-Doodle Fest.
Spring-a-Doodle Fest. I love it. And right from the start, she showed some really creative leadership. It wasn't just let's have a party.
No, not at all.
She thought about how to build that excitement, that sense of everyone being in it together before the work even began, like those invitations.
Ah, yes, the corn kernels and glitter. Very innovative.
Totally. But the key thing, the story points this out, is she sent them to every single animal.
Everyone.
Even that grumpy goose, the one who apparently never danced.
Right. And that's crucial, that inclusivity piece.
It is powerful, but I wonder, was there a risk there, inviting everyone, even the grumpy ones? Does the story hint at any, pushback or skepticism she had to deal with first?
That's a really sharp point. The story doesn't spell out any specific resistance, no. But the fact that she did invite the goose, knowing he never danced, that really underlines her commitment. It's like radical inclusivity, isn't it? It suggests she knew a real community thing isn't just for the keen ones, it's for everybody. It's like this masterclass in building community before you need it, creating that shared purpose. So when things got tough later, well, that foundation was already there, built on joy, not just crisis.
That makes a lot of sense. And once her idea was out, the whole farm just started buzzing, didn't it? Her initiative kind of lit a fire.
It really did. You could feel the energy, the commitment. The cows, for example, they decided to learn line dancing.
Line dancing cows.
Right. It wasn't just doing their bit. It was like they were investing in the fun, in the shared identity, before any problems showed up.
And the sheep?
The sheep were knitting picnic blankets, practical but festive too. And the pigs? Well, the pigs were on pie duty.
Ah, the pie eating contest.
Yes, and the story has that funny line about them being very thorough in testing the pies.
Naturally.
But what's really interesting is how all this activity built that collective spirit. It wasn't just tasks, it was shared effort, shared anticipation.
And Clara wasn't just directing traffic, she was right in there too, decorating.
Absolutely. Using vines, flower petals, turning old egg cartons into lanterns. Very hands-on.
You can just picture it, can't you? The whole farm working together, each adding their own little touch.
And that's the lesson, I think. Those efforts didn't just make the party happen, they made it special. It forged stronger bonds, that shared investment, that sense of purpose. It turned out to be critical later.
Right, because things didn't exactly go smoothly on the day itself.
No, they didn't, just like real life sometimes.
The story says on the big day, these dark clouds rolled in, and Clara just sighed, "Oh no, my spring dream is soggy."
Oh, poor Clara.
Yeah, you feel for her. But this is the moment, isn't it? The real test. Not just for Clara, but for that whole community spirit she'd nurtured.
And what happened next was pretty amazing.
It really was. That immediate problem solving. The sheep just whip out these giant umbrellas made of wool.
Wool umbrellas. Brilliant.
Talk about innovation, right? So using what they had. The pigs built a snack shelter out of hay bales. Quick thinking.
And even the grumpy goose.
Yes. Even him. He showed up, ready to help. With the trumpet he made from a watering can, it shows that inclusivity earlier really paid off.
Yeah. And then the animals say that amazing line to Clara.
Oh, it's perfect. Rain or shine, you threw a party for all of us. Now we're partying for you. Gets you right here, doesn't it?
It really does. It just shows so clearly that the success of something isn't always about sticking to plan A. It's about how the group adapts, how they support each other when things go wrong.
Flexibility. Optimism.
Exactly. They're not just nice ideas, they're actual strategies. Turning a rainy day into something memorable, maybe even better. That community support, it really shines when the leader or the project hits a snag. Proves the strength of that foundation.
And despite the rain, it sounds like they had an incredible time. Dancing in puddles.
Sharing seed cupcakes.
Doing Clara's sunshine shake dance. It almost sounds like the rain made it more fun, more memorable.
I think it did. And it wasn't just forgotten the next day. The story says it became the best muddy, magical spring party ever.
And an annual tradition.
An annual tradition, which tells you something about the lasting impact, right? That shared resilience, that joy found together in the middle of a challenge.
So let's try and pull this together for you listening. What are the big takeaways from this little chickens party?
Well, one thing that really stands out for me is how that deep community resilience wasn't actually forged in the crisis, in the rain.
Right.
It was built beforehand, proactively. Through that shared joy, that inclusive preparation Clara led.
That's a great point. And then obviously the flexibility and optimism piece. Seeing challenges not just as problems, but as chances to innovate, to have fun in a different way.
Crucial. Absolutely crucial.
And finally, I think it just shows how leadership can come from unexpected places.
Yeah.
Clara wasn't, the biggest or the loudest animal.
No.
But her creativity, her kindness, her big ideas focus on bringing everyone in. That's what inspired everyone.
Which makes you think, what does spring even mean here in the story? It's clearly not about perfect weather.
No.
It's more about that spirit, isn't it? Bringing people together with heart, with joy, with a bit of, hay bale magic, as the story puts it.
Finding creative ways forward together, whatever the weather. So, as you think about your own projects, your own challenges, maybe think about the Clara in you or the community you're part of.
Yeah, and maybe here's a final thought to chew on. Think about your own rainy days. What could they actually be revealing about the strength, the hidden creativity of your team, your community, your own farm? Maybe the most successful parties, the most successful projects aren't the ones where everything goes perfectly to plan. Maybe they're the ones where people pull together when things get messy, and that collective heart, that ingenuity really shines through, turning that soggy dream into something muddy and magical.